Well, hello again everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of our Polar Lights Classic Enterprise Build-Up series on TrekWorks. Boyd here with you. I'm out here working on the shuttle bay, as you can see. Let me show you what I've done so far. Up here at the upper left you can see that I've got these photo etch parts that I removed from the photo etch sheet, and I've cut those out really carefully and got rid of all the little burrs on the edges and started to clean them up. And you can see we've got our nice little window frames there for the observation room windows, and the little grid that goes on the ceiling there, and the vent covers for the top of the ceiling. And also at the very top there's a little garage door cover with a lot better detail than the standard part. And then down here you can see we've got these little window ports that go on the various little small control rooms that are around the shuttle bay, and you want to be careful once you cut those out not to lose them. I haven't deburred those yet, but I'll be really careful with them when I do because they're really small and delicate. And then over here you can see we've got the actual parts to the shuttle bay itself, molded in clear this time. And I want to say, you guys out there that have been using these, you've been cheating. I worked with the original opaque parts when I built my second pilot version of the ship, if you guys remember back in November, and I had to tape off every one of those little windows individually. I didn't have the photo etch parts to work with, and it made it a lot more difficult. But you can see here what I've done is just mask them off in general, and that way I can just spray all my color on there and pull that tape, and our little panels over here will go right over the top of those and give us the nice crisp edges on our window frames. And the little, there's some, if I can zoom tight enough on these here for you maybe, there's some little round detail dots kind of things below the windows that light up too, that give it some extra detail. So that'll be on there and look real nice. So alright guys, well what the plan is now is I'm going to head over to the spray booth and get these parts painted. I'm mixed up my colors and I'm ready to go, so I'm going to paint those from the inside. We want to leave the outside of these shuttle bay walls in clear because we want our light to be able to bounce around in there and get those side windows of the ship lit up at the very rear. You guys remember on my build, if you followed my video build series from that one, I had a lot of trouble getting those rear windows to light. Again, not having the clear parts, and I think this is going to make a big difference here. And I've also got some of Jerry's, or aka Uncle LED's, little SMD, sorry about that one, Jerry, little SMD lights to light up the, that I can sneak in there and get in there for a little bit of extra light if I need to as well too. So that, I think that's really going to help. We're going to get that tackled this time. So don't worry, John, your rear windows, say that 3 times fast, will be lit up nice and brightly for you. Okay guys, I'm going to head over to the booth, get these painted. I'll be right back in just a second, so hang tight. Well, hey there everybody. Well, you can see here in the shot that we made it back out of the spray booth, and I've got our little parts starting to go together here. Let me zoom in on these side walls of the shuttle bay for you and the rear bulkhead. And you can see I've started to put on some of the photo etch parts. They fit beautifully. I'm really happy with that. They add those beautiful window details in there, nice and crisp and clean, and they really look nice. And the one here at the rear bulkhead, you can see it comes up just a little bit short on each end, and that may be because when the wall goes together it might overlap a little bit or not, but it's no big deal. I just touched up the ends with a little bit of paint. You can't notice that at all. And here you can see we've got the ceiling grid all installed. Looks really good. I've scraped some of the paint off these little control room windows here. These little small little tiny parts are going to go on those and cover those up. I've got to paint those. I've got to do a lot of deburring on those. They're really tiny, so I've got to be careful working with them. And I've got the shuttle bay floor painted and blacked out. I'll put a nice coat of semi-gloss clear on that so it looks nice and waxed and polished when it's sitting inside the model. And we'll build the little Galileo shuttlecraft in the next video and show you that sitting in there. So in the next video update, guys, I'll have this thing pretty well put together, and then we can throw a little bit of light in it and see how it's looking. There's some decals and everything that need to go on it, but that's going to be it for today, everybody. So happy modeling out there. We'll see you on the next update, which will be part 3. And until we see you then, take care, everybody, and happy modeling.